Hey everyone, welcome to the first official episode of the Pokemon Cookbook. My name is Eric Wilson, and today we'll start with a very special Pokemon, the one that started it all. Drumroll please, Bulbasaur. I ran into a problem that everyone said I was going to run into. How do I bring myself to eating such a cute Pokemon? Well, luckily, this is just hypothetical, and there are no Bulbasaurs that are going to be harmed in the making of this podcast. This is just my interpretation of how they would be eaten in the Pokemon world. But with that being said, let's fry up some Bulbasaurs. So just starting off, just looking at the Bulbasaur, you notice the big, giant, like, plant bulb on its back. Actually, maybe we should start with reading the Pokédex entry. Bulbasaur. It bears the seed of a plant on its back from birth. The seed slowly develops. Researchers are unsure whether to classify Bulbasaur as a plant or animal. Bulbasaurs are extremely tough and very difficult to catch in the wild. I think Bulbasaurs are the closest we'll get to actual Pokemon. You know, like I think Bulbasaurs are coming soon. Like a scientist will inject a plant with like some DNA of like a frog or something, and then we just have a bunch of Bulbasaurs. And then we just need to figure out how to make Pokeballs so we can catch them. Anyways, I digress. Getting back into the plant bulb thing on Bulbasaur's back. This will be the main staple of the dish. I would remove the bulb from the back, and I wouldn't need the rest of the Bulbasaur. We can just like throw him away. Maybe he survives without the plant on its back, or maybe we can like replant a new seed in his back. Gosh, this is so harsh. I feel so bad. I feel like shark finning, you know, where they cut the shark fins off and then throw them back into the water. That's actually a really big problem that we have around in the world. It's something over like 70 million sharks are killed just for their fins. It's kind of a really big issue. Imagine someone cutting off your legs and then just like throwing you into the dumpster. This is so dark, and this is only the first episode. But we'll just assume that Bulbasaur will be happy and like live a normal life, because I couldn't find anywhere where it said that Bulbasaur would die without its plant. So actually, you know what? We'll plant a new seed on his back after taking the bulb. This is my universe, this is my podcast, and I'm taking creative freedoms and saying that no Bulbasaur would ever even need to be harmed. Alright, back into it. We remove the bulb, and I'm assuming that the bulb tastes like a Brussels sprout, right? It's just like one giant Brussels sprout. So going off that idea, the dish we will be making is like a cheesy Brussels sprout casserole. I guess Cheesy Bulba Sprout Casserole. Yeah, that sounds good. Bulba Sprout. So the recipe that I found for a similar dish calls for 2 pounds of Brussels sprout. So I'm assuming that the bulb weighs more than 2 pounds, because in the Pokédex it says that Bulbasaur weighs 15 pounds on average. So the bulb could make like 3 servings, like 3 separate casseroles. So the first thing that we would do is chop up the bulb into like small, bite-sized, actual Brussels sprout size pieces. And then I would probably fry them in a pan, you know, throw some pepper in, some salt, maybe some cayenne, you know, for about 10 minutes. And then throw some cheddar cheese on top, and then maybe some bacon. But if you're vegetarian, you can just skip that step. But would this meal even be considered vegetarian? I know it's definitely not vegan, but I'm not sure if you can like establish it as vegetarian or not. That's interesting. Let me know what you think, because I'm actually curious. I want to know what you guys think about that. Is this dish vegetarian? Anyways, I would pop that into the oven for like 12 to 15 minutes at like 375 degrees. And then voila, Cheesy Bulba Sprout Casserole. Now, how likely would people actually eat this in the Pokemon universe? I think the chances are pretty high. I think people would actually eat Bulbasaur. I give this a 9 out of 10. I think people actually would eat the bulbs off of Bulbasaur's back, as long as it doesn't harm them. And we already established that it doesn't, so I think people would actually eat them. 9 out of 10. Now, getting to the best part of the show. Do I think I could beat Bulbasaur in a fist fight? Yes, without a doubt. No doubt. Just me, bare hands versus a normal Bulbasaur? Yeah, he stands no chance. And obviously this is like the most hypothetical part of the show, because I would never just fight a random Pokemon for no reason. I only asked this question to like gauge the Pokemon strength against an average man. You know, I'm pretty average, but I think I could easily take a Bulbasaur in a fist fight. Yeah, without a doubt. Like, no doubt. Anyways. Gosh. That's so weird. You guys literally just listened to me describe how it would beat a fake animated cartoon character, Bulbasaur, in a fight, after spending like 7 minutes explaining how eating part of his body wouldn't harm it. I don't know. I'm guessing that wraps everything up. I'll see you guys when we talk about Ivysaur in the next episode. Follow the Twitter and Instagram at PokeCookbook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Alright guys, peace. Thank you.